Attorney Brigham Anderson's office.
Yeah, is Dave or Brigham around today?
Brigham is not. Hold on one second. Let me see if Dave is in.
If he's not too scared. Dave's probably too scared. I don't know.
His door is shut, but he's not picking up his line. So he's either not in there or he's got someone in there with him. Would you like to leave a message?
Yeah, tell him to quit. Tell him to quit loafing on the job. No, I'm playing. I don't know what to even say at this point. Do you know who I can contact that could file a complaint if I can't get to the sheriff's office or the prosecutor's office too? Or do you know anything?
Who you would file a complaint to?
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, somebody's got to, you know.
The Attorney General's office is who you would file a complaint for either the sheriff's department or.
See, everybody in Ohio always goes, you got to call this person. I know you got to call this person. No, you got to, and it's just. I mean, it's insane.
I mean, the only person that's above the prosecutor, the only person that's above the prosecutor's office would be the Attorney General.
Yeah, well, isn't Brigham supposed to be independent? You know, isn't he supposed to uphold justice? I mean, that's what I've read anyway.
I mean, yeah, his job is to prosecute criminals in Martin County.
Is it not? I mean, is it a crime, you think, to lie to take somebody's kid out of a different state for a judge and a social worker to do that? And all Brigham's got to do is get July 15th and July 16th court transcripts. I mean, it's not real hard. And then and then CPS is playing games and not letting me see my own kid. I mean, they're the criminals in this case. I think I got enough to prove that you know they committed federal kidnapping, state kidnapping. It really, I mean, that's what it was. I mean, Judge Sanders causing CPS the next day with a false complaint that states the mother had custody when, you know, just the day before was the circus in court. 2 court transcripts prove all this. But I think it's better just to take an innocent baby, put them in foster care in a state they didn't live in with either parent.
I mean, that's probably information you should give to an attorney then.
No, yeah, I am. I'm trying to get it to the prosecuting attorney.
Okay, well, isn't the prosecuting attorney the one who is prosecuting the case?
Well, what? I thought you don't want to get criminals off the street? Well,
if there's criminal charges, if the prosecutors filed charges against someone, then they're...
But he puts a warrant out for me because
you didn't appear for a court date.
Do I get...
You were in contempt of court.
Do I get paperwork sent
Correct.
to me? Do I get paperwork sent to me?
Yes, you did. You were served in our office.
Okay. Ma'am, I haven't gotten one thing sent to my house. You're supposed to get certified mail, no?
Sir, you were personally served.
You're supposed to get certified mail, though, correct, or no?
You could be served by mail, or you can be personally served, and you were personally served.
That was one day. But see, here's the thing, though.
The date that the warrant was, and then you didn't appear for that court date, so a warrant was issued.
Let me know when I can finish. I won't talk over you like you do me.
Well, Joe, all you do is talk.
Well, what else can I do? I mean, it's the most crookedest place in the world over there. You don't think it's a big deal?
You say that every day, and nothing has changed.
No shit, because you guys won't prosecute somebody who's committed a crime. You don't think it's
You need to fight your battle in the court of law.
The court of law. I would love to. Let me go to a trial by jury. You don't think I got enough to put people in jail?
One.
I have for months.
In your juvenile case that's going on with your child.
You don't think I have, man? Yeah, I have. I mean, motions aren't getting filed. Nothing's getting done right. It's a little bit fishy over there. It's just a little crooked. I mean, do you not realize everything that I've got?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if anyone talks about your videos, everybody knows.
Well, that's because everybody and their brother is like, what in the hell is going on? Like, that's committing crimes against
the case.
Well, you live in a bubble. You live in a prosecutor's office. So what? But no.
And you live in your own bubble as well.
Well, okay. That's. I like that. Copy me. That's flattering. You can't lie.
I mean,
we have
tried to tell you every time you call in here, you've got to do what the court says. You're fighting the wrong battle. You're fighting the wrong people. You calling in here arguing with us is not going to help you at all.
But you argue with me, but that's different. But anyway,
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying that you call in here and say the same thing all the time, and it's not getting you anywhere. You need to go to court, and you need to do what you need to do to get your child back.
Because I go,
and then after that, worry about taking the corruption or whatever you think is going on. Then worry about taking people down after you do what you need to do to get your child back. That should be your main priority, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit hard with everybody over there. Let me say something.
Why is it hard?
Can you not let me finish a thought? Like, man, damn. Can I just let me know when I can speak? Just let me know
what you need to do.
Well, Mommy, it's not really your. I mean, whatever. Listen, why don't you guys do what you need to do and prosecute criminals? You think it's okay? Time out. Let me talk. Quit talking over me. Quit talk, please. I don't talk over you. That's rude.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
I'm not. That's rude, though. Do you not got manners? Did your mom and dad not teach you manners? Okay. You don't think it's a big deal for a judge to call in a social worker with a false complaint that takes a kid from Kentucky and puts him in Ohio foster care with a false complaint of neglect that charges the mother? Okay. Therefore, why the hell do I got to go to a case when that charges the mother? Explain that one to me.
That's what you say.
Bullshit. Read the complaint. Read the complaint.
I don't really want to.
Well, right, because you don't want to do your right. You want to sit there and tell me what I need to do. You need to read the complaint. And if if custody was taken July 15th, and then Dave Carey files the 16th, then where the hell was the kid for 24 hours? The judge took custody.
How many times I've heard this story?
It's important because, oh my God, you know how many times that you should have done your job and prosecuted somebody?
You know how many times you should have done what you should have done?
You think it's okay to lie? And
do you think no? When they order you to take a drug test and you just don't show up?
Have I flunked any? Did you not hear the one I put out? I
don't waste my time watching your videos.
I'm sure you've heard about them. Everybody has. Do you think it's okay? I mean, Riverside, man. I mean, I got to get advice from her. I mean, what a business! They go from $655,000 to $3 million in a year in revenue. Like, damn, that's a good business model. But yeah. Anyway. Why don't you guys do your job and I'll do my job? If you guys did your job, it wouldn't be here. You can't lie and take somebody's kid. Do you know that? Do you not know that?
I didn't lie and take anyone's kid.
I didn't say you did. I'm talking about Dave Carey and the judge. July, I can't even get transcripts that I paid for. Okay,
well, where is your attorney?
I am my attorney.
Why isn't your attorney doing these things for you?
He has.
Well, I'm doubting very seriously that a judge is denying an attorney court transcripts.
Well, let's see. A judge didn't dismiss after the only person that files a complaint admits to lying and says the child was ordered to be brought to Ohio. Like, it's out in public. Like, y'all can't deny it. A social worker, clearly, he admits, I don't know where the child was at. Was the child in danger? Well, I can't say. The court testimony is out there, man. Like, are y'all really, like, that naive? No.
Okay. Then your attorney should be doing something for you.
It's Judge Lemons. Why aren't you mad
at your attorney?
I mean, who said I wasn't? But I mean, do you speak? I mean,
are you calling him every day?
I mean, but what am I on the defense now, or what am I getting? 50 questions? Why don't you guys do your job? I mean, just answer me this: do you think it's okay? Do you think it's okay to lie to take somebody's kid? Just answer me, yes or no.
I didn't lie.
I didn't say you did. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm talking about Dave Carey in court. The court.
I don't know that Dave Carey lied in court.
Here, you want to hear?
I can't answer yes or no to that.
You want to hear it? I'll let you hear it.
Not particularly, no.
Oh, so.
It's not my.
But you like to get in my business, but you don't like to get in.
I'm not in your business. You're the one that's calling here, giving everybody your business.
Because I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't have shit to hide from. I don't commit crimes against kids, and now I don't not do my job and look the other way. I mean,
so why when you're ordered to come to court, why do you not come?
Why does the mother get charged like she has custody? Why are we in Ohio?
Why don't you answer my question?
No,
when you were personally served to come to court,
my mom told me not to answer the question with a question.
Why didn't you come?
Maybe I had a death in the family. Maybe I had COVID. Maybe they charged the mother.
Why didn't you call the court and see if there was a death in the family or there was a family emergency? Why wouldn't you call the court and try to reschedule?
How come the complaint was never? How you know I didn't? How come the complaint was never amended? How come they filed this against Eva and took custody from that father in Kentucky? Do you think that's legal? No.
You want to ask all all these questions, but you don't want to. When you get
It's
called to the
rhetorical.
carpet, you don't want to answer your question.
But you explain this. If they're charging Eva with neglect, why the hell would I have to be there? I got assaulted in the bathroom. Did you not hear about that?
No, I didn't hear what you just said.
I got assaulted in the bathroom. You want to hear that? Okay, that's funny. Okay, I'm making it up. You want to hear it?
You have an excuse for everything.
No, you guys do. But just explain. Just explain it though. Why not get? But no. Do you think a person in Michigan has to show up to court in Ohio if the mother in Ohio?
Michigan have to do with anything?
Can you not just be quiet, and listen to the? Because it has a lot. Because I live in Kentucky. I live in Kentucky. Ryder lived in Kentucky. You think that's
You came over to Ohio and said that your son was living with your mother.
No, I didn't. Go back and read it. You did.
You did.
That's an affidavit from my mother and her lawyer. Show me my sworn statement. Show me where I said that.
Well, why didn't you? When your
Show
mother
me where
was
I
in court,
said that. Show me the paper.
And you were sitting right beside your mother in court. Why didn't you stand up and say,
show me the paper.
My son doesn't live in Ohio,
How do you know I
lives in
didn't?
Kentucky?
How do you know I didn't? But show me the paper.
I know.
Well, you know so much, but you don't know Dave Carey lied and illegally obtain custody.
I don't think Dave Carey lied. So there you go.
Here, listen to the court.
I don't want to listen to the recording.
I did. Go back to July 15th transcripts. Go back to before that. I did tell Sanders. I told Sanders knew. Dave Carey knew.
You cut and paste the recordings that you want people to hear.
Oh, is that really? That's a fact?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You guys got a lot to be,
I've heard recordings where you post bits and pieces, but not the whole conversation.
That's just because it's a lot of bullshit, but I'll post it all. I mean, really? You think I'm scared to post the shit I got?
Saying, but if you're going to put the truth out there, put yours out there too.
How about that Tenica Ferguson? Was that paused or was that leaving anything out? Man, that was a bombshell, wasn't it? I mean, I wasn't even asking her, but you don't think so? I mean, I wasn't even asking her, and she just says the part at the bottom, the part at the bottom was by the prosecutor's office. Bombshell. Damn, that's not that big, is it? No, it's not a big deal if a prosecutor's office is involved in a case that, unlawfully takes a kid from Kentucky and puts him in Ohio foster care. Really?
Well, if the prosecutor was doing something illegal, someone would be down here doing something about it.
I know.
And no one's down here doing anything about it, so obviously he's doing his job.
Sure. I like the whole state of Ohio and ran by lawyers, and I know the game in Ohio. I mean, it's a joke. But, yeah, what do you think about that? Well, that wasn't paused or edited.
I don't have an opinion.
Oh, man. You don't see? Is that a crime?
Are we done?
I'm not. Is that a crime, putting false language on a complaint?
I don't have an opinion.
Well, I'm just asking. Educate the public. I'm the public. That's your job.
I don't have an opinion. I'm not an attorney.
No, I'm asking you a law. You're the prosecutor's office. You do have to educate the public. You do have to let us know.
And we're not allowed to. And the prosecutor's office is not allowed to give legal advice.
That's not legal advice. I'm asking about the laws to prosecute. That's your job.
My job's not to prosecute. That's the prosecutor's job.
Is perjury not a crime? Sure it is. I can tell you.
Again, my job is not to prosecute. That's up to the prosecutor and his assistant.
You sure fooled me. God, I don't know. I was going to get you for a lawyer if I could.
You wouldn't want me, Joe. We wouldn't get along.
No, I can tell. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll put the rest of that Tenica Ferguson conversation out again, maybe in case nobody's heard it, because it's not big time. All right, well, who am I even talking to? Who are you anyway?
Why do you need to know who I am?
Oh my! You work for the public.
I work in the prosecutor's office.
You work for the public. What are you hiding from? I'm just asking you so I know. So I know to.
I'm not hiding from anything, but I work in the prosecutor's office, as you keep wanting to remind me.
Okay, that's not weird. Okay.
Okay, are we done?
No, educate the public though. I mean, is that not a crime? Perjury. Isn't it?
As I told you before, the prosecutor's office is not allowed to give legal advice.
No shit, they don't know. I mean, because they don't really abide by it, or they don't really abide by the law. I guess I don't know. But yeah, no, that's a big deal. If the prosecutor's office put the incorrect language, I mean that's going to be a sight to see. Can you imagine Dave Markham having to go up on the witness stand or Brigham and them and answer for what Tenica Ferguson said? Can you imagine that? Or you maybe? I don't know.
If someone comes down here and makes them do it, then we'll all find out.
How you guys are so confident that it's just going to be there? How do you know it's not going to be somewhere else? How do you know that? I mean, you think I'm just a sucker? You think
I'm just saying if Brigham has committed a crime, if Dave Markham has committed a crime, if Tim Ferguson have committed a crime, then someone will come down here and call them, make them pay for the crimes they've committed.
Well, I know he is such a zealous.
I mean, if you've got all this information and you're sending it to places, I'm sure they'll investigate it.
And I know Prosecutor Anderson is such a zealous for justice, like it says in the prosecutor handbook and stuff, or not handbook or whatever. I don't know what you call it, but
he's a great prosecutor.
Sure, yeah, whatever. Well, he is. Then tell him that there's a murder case that I've got multiple eyewitnesses. Surely he'd want to get a murderer off the streets, wouldn't he?
I mean, I would think so, yes.
I've got eyewitnesses.
Was Brigham the prosecutor when that happened?
So murderers just get a go if Brigham wasn't there?
I mean, he can't put someone away if he wasn't the prosecutor.
His dad was. Just tell him to holler at his dad. Hell, he knows all about it.
His dad has never been the prosecutor.
Assistant.
But not the prosecutor.
Assistant. Oh, so we're playing word games now? Like, so assistant prosecutor doesn't work in the prosecutor's office with the prosecutor? I guess Dave
doesn't work murder cases.
Huh?
He doesn't work murder cases.
He doesn't investigate them?
Assistants don't, no.
What do assistants do then? Besides make false complaints?
They handle the municipal courts.
They don't serve in any capacity helping the prosecuting attorney. Like Dave Markham's never helped Brigham in cases before that I've seen in the paper.
The prosecutor prosecutes the murder cases.
Oh, I understand that. I get that fully. I mean, but I'm not. I know that they also maybe might brush shoulders once in a while and talk. I'm sure they work together on cases. I mean, it's in the paper. It's not hard to figure that out. I mean, you know. But yeah, I mean,
you want to talk about something that happened probably before Brigham was even. Who even knows how old he was?
Let your sister. Well, I was 8, so let your sister get murdered, and then didn't act like you're acting right now, which is pretty. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything about that. Well, no, you're right. Then, hey, it's forgotten about. You're right. Hey, Brigham was 11. I was 8. So yeah, forget about it. It don't count.
It doesn't have anything to do with him.
He's the prosecuting attorney, and there's 2 eyewitnesses to a murder in that town with a murderer still roaming around the streets. You don't think it's his job to get a murderer off the streets, but you guys want to worry about me if I don't show up to court to a case that's charging the mother?
Oh, my God, Joe, you're too much.
Well, thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. But you don't think that's a problem. So you can get a pass. Okay, well, when Brigham retires, I'm going to murder some people and then go, well, the new prosecutor, how was
it? I'm sure the other prosecutor will take care of that.
I'm sure they will. They did a great job on this case. They're implicated in it. But, you know,
again, that has nothing to do with what you're presently talking about.
I'm talking about a murder case.
I mean, I don't know how we go from, you go from your child's case to your sister's case. I mean.
Is that a problem? I want justice. Is this
the
not
prosecutor Brigham can't do anything about what happened 20-some years ago.
So, let me get
unless law enforcement investigates it. Do you understand that?
They did.
Do you understand that
they
law
did.
Enforcement has to investigate it?
Jimmy Sargent was in on it because there's eyewitnesses. So, let me get this straight. There's no statute of limitations on murder. There's eyewitnesses that'll testify to take a murderer off the streets. But see, since the sheriff's office had
Mr. Anderson, then.
Since I've tried, but of course he's never in the office. But
you have them try instead of you trying.
But let me just ask you though, how's that work though? If
Joseph,
I'm just saying though, like, so there's eyewitnesses to it. Jimmy Sargent, he left.
Have the eyewitnesses contact law enforcement and have them contact Mr. Anderson. If you're not getting anywhere with Lawrence County, have those eyewitnesses contact the Attorney General's office.
I've done all that. But see, that's what everybody does know.
Okay, then why aren't they doing anything?
Because that's the game y'all play.
Like you just want to blame Lawrence County.
No, I blame. No, Ohio's crooked in general. No, I don't get me wrong. No, there's a lot of crooked shit in Ohio.
Glad we got that settled.
Well, everybody knows that. I mean, come on. But I'm just saying though.
Okay, good for everybody.
What would you do if you were in my shoes though? I should just say, well, forget about it.
No, if I was in your shoes, I would do what if someone came and took my child falsely for a reason, I would do whatever I had to do to get my child back, and then I'd worry about retribution later.
Okay, just answer me a question, though. Is it okay?
I just answered it for you. I would do whatever I had to do to get my child back, because that would be the most important thing to me.
Okay. Can I talk, though, and maybe not interrupt?
Go.
If I have custody and I live in Kentucky, just answer. Just hold on. You're already trying to answer a question. I'm not even done asking it yet. If Dave Carey admits to lying in court, Roger's heard the transcripts, and Roger clearly says that, I was ordered to bring the kid over. Dave Carey's on camera July 15th talking about how healthy my son is and everything, and didn't take custody. The court complaint, the complaint has Judge Payne's name on it, forged. Is that normal? But anyway.
Forged? Judge Payne's signature forged? Okay.
Was it, educate me, I'm the public. What do you do? Does another judge sign for another judge? Sometimes they do.
No judges ever sign for another judge.
Well, I've got a handwriting expert that clearly can prove that that's not the same handwriting at all. It's not even close. Judge Sanders is in the courtroom that day, but for some reason the complaint has Judge David Payne's name on it. Is that weird?
Because he's the judge and she's a magistrate. She was the magistrate at the time.
No other paperwork was like that.
Okay, answer me this.
No other paperwork was like that.
Why did your mother come to Lawrence County and say the son lived with her?
You gotta ask my mom. I can't answer for her. That's a hard one.
Okay, but you don't want to put that out there. You don't want to put out there that your mother did 2 sworn affidavits.
I don't care. Okay.
That the child resided with her.
No, when? I'm not aware of it. I don't know. You'd have to ask my mom.
Okay,
but see,
again,
ask your mother.
Ask your mother why don't she come to the court and say, hey, I was lying. I lied on those affidavits, those sworn affidavits.
Well, why don't Dave Carey? Is it that big a deal? Now see, that's what the prosecutor's office does. You want to hold my mom responsible, but not Dave Carey, somebody who's a criminal. You see what you see? That's what I'm saying. You want to say my mom lied or whatever. I don't even know really, because I haven't seen the complaints what you're even talking about.
You do know because you were in court with her.
When?
When she was in court, you, your mother, and Crystal Otter.
Okay, can I speak though? And maybe you'll understand this. When Eva lost custody in Kentucky, February 6th, time out. See that you won't be quiet, big mouth. Listen. And then February 20th, her aunt lost custody, and then she runs over to Ohio and files and says, "I'm not the father. I have no rights. I had to take DNA tests to establish paternity." Tell me how the hell I gave up custody, how I did anything. Tell me how Eva didn't live over here. Tell me how I've got a February 5th interview of Greenup County Sheriff's in Lawrence County where she clearly says she lives in Kentucky. Explain how she could lose custody in Kentucky and her aunt lose custody in Kentucky.
Because your mother did a sworn affidavit saying that the child lived in Lawrence County.
Answer
That's
this.
Exactly how.
Answer this.
I'm done answering questions.
But you can't answer that, can you? How did Eva lose it to 6 then? Then her aunt get it. How did her aunt get custody in Kentucky? That was before my mom. That was before my mom.
How'd your mother get custody?
That was before. No, go before.
Let's talk about when your mother got custody.
Who did she take it from?
Lawrence County and said.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So she took custody from somebody in Lawrence County? Or did Eva's aunt have it? Because I've got a paper that says Eva's aunt had it. We got to get to A before we get to B. That's the problem with the prosecutor's office. You guys want to get to C. Let's just get to B.
Okay.
Answer me, though. How can my mom take custody away from me?
Are we done yet?
I'm not. No, answer that.
We're not getting it. Listen,
I'll answer your question.
We can sit here and talk till 4 o'clock till I leave.
No, I mean...
and nothing's ever going to change. Your child's still going to be in foster care.
You guys are good, but not really.
And tomorrow when you call, your child's still going to be in foster care.
How does that make you guys look, though?
It doesn't make us look anyway. We're not the ones who came out. We're not the ones who said we had custody of the child. Your mother is.
Her aunt
to bring
did.
your mother to court.
Eva did.
Bring Eva to court.
I've got
all your evidence to court and present it in front of the judge.
What? Judge Lemons? Sure. But just answer that. How could her aunt have custody in Kentucky?
I don't know.
Well, how come I got the police recording of Greenup in a...
I don't care about what happened. I don't care about what's going on in Kentucky.
It matters, the home state and where the kid lived.
And your mother said the child lived in Lawrence County.
talk to my mother. Like, no, she didn't.
Okay, well then yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She came to Kentucky to
She did
get.
2 sworn affidavits that
Really?
said the child resided with her in Lawrence County.
Can you email me those? But could you? I mean,
I'm
well
sure the
then.
court can, yes.
Well then, I mean, we'll
I'm
charge
sure
her.
your attorney has them.
But tell me what that's got to do with me, though. What does that got to do with me, though? How's
It's got to do with the fact that it's why Lawrence County has custody of your child.
Did
If you
Donna?
want to know why Lawrence County has custody of your child, that's why.
That's not why.
And now
Dave Carey
and now
filed a
Lawrence
false
County
complaint. No.
Now Lawrence County has a case plan set up that you don't want to follow.
I'm not.
So
Okay.
that's on you.
They got a kid that didn't live over there. Like that's.
But your mother said it did.
No, she.
Your mother said he did.
Krista Lauder
I'm
said.
not.
No,
We can go
another
back
lawyer
and
said that.
forth
But no, I had
Okay, so
custody.
you just admitted that your lawyer said that.
He's not my lawyer. Like, did you not? My
He
mother's.
was at the time.
My mother's.
He was representing your child's.
Again, does that? What's that got? Listen, how does her aunt have
Joe,
custody?
you listen. You listen. You for once listen.
But you can't answer nothing. How did I have
You
custody?
for once listen. Do what you need to do to get your son back, and this will all
And you
be
take
over.
your own advice, though, and hope
I
people.
have my child.
Oh, that's so, man. That's. But see, but you wasn't lied on, and a judge lied on you with a false complaint. Like, really? Whoa, that's.
I would do whatever I had to do to get my kid back, and then I would worry about taking care. If I was
How do
falsely
you know-
accused of something, I'd worry about taking care of that
How do
later.
you know I'm not? I'm not doing a case plan because then I give up my right to due process. Like, people are going to
You don't
prison.
have a case plan because you don't want to.
No shit, because
Why
nobody. No,
why
the
won't
kid.
you do a case plan?
Because he didn't live over there. For one.
Okay, Joe. But your mother said differently.
Do you? Who had custody? Who had custody of the kid?
Your mother.
You were so dumb. No,
Okay, I got
you got
to
to be.
go.
You got to be dumb. Like I had
I'm not
custody.
going to sit here and listen to you tell me I'm dumb.
But
and
you,
all that kind
I'm
of stuff.
sorry,
We're-
you have to be
we're-
though. You're saying my
we're
mom.
done
You're
talking.
saying my mom when I had custody. Like you got to be something's wrong with your head. Like something's wrong. July 15th. Who had
What's wrong with
custody?
your head? You guys got trouble.
Who had custody? Who had custody?
And then you came over here. To
No,
Lawrence
no.
County.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna start suing people for this shit.
I'm gonna stop you.
Who had a case plan? Who had a case plan? Right, because y'all can't answer nothing. Y'all are silly, man.